Savage. Hey guys, congratulations, you found the champ dog. Welcome back to the channel. So today, dragon shirts on, playing some more dragons. But first, let's all come together for a moment of unity, harmony, and togetherness. I already said together, but there you go, we said it twice. Synchronized sip. So I'm actually drinking a rooibos tea again. It's well into the afternoon as I record this. I already had a coffee this morning for the intro that you're going to see in the next video, because that's the way I wanted to play next video, because you know, doing things in chronological order is for dweebs. So you're going to be playing a bit more of our Prismari Dragons deck. We'll jump in and take a look at it, but we won't be doing a full deck because it's the same as the last video. But see you in the arena in a second. Here it is, guys. Feast your eyes upon its glory. So the deck hasn't changed since the previous video, so you can go check that out if you want a more in-depth deck. But I wanted to give some of you opportunity to have a little sticky beak, have a gander if you didn't catch the previous video. So it is a bit different from the Prismari Dragons list we were playing towards the start of the season. So in this video, if you hate rogues, I have an absolute treat planned for you. So I have 2 games coming up, both against rogues, and you're going to watch these guys squirm. It's not a perfect 4-0 record across the 2 games. They are both best of 3, but you will see some games where I just have the perfect cards in hand to punish them the way they always. You know, rogues always. When you're playing it, it's, you know, often hard to draw perfectly, but when your opponent's playing it, they always have it. They always have the card they need to mess you up and screw you over. Well, you're going to see me pull that back on them. Just have the removal spell, have the mystical dispute, just have what I need to clear out their board and end the game. So if you hate rogues, if you're sick of rogues, and I know at least one of my commenters is, this is going to be the video for you to watch them suffer and see them get punished. On the play, okay, looks like we're up against rogues, which kind of sucks. I've played against this person before. I don't know if they were on rogues then. Could be cycling. Hands okay. We've really been getting punished from for not playing a lot of standard recently. Okay, well at least it's not turn 1 Ruin Crab. It's a Thieves Guild Enforcer, but we can stomp it. And we will stomp it. Tome would have been nice to have, but what do you do? Another Enforcer, sure. Oh, I want all of those cards. No blocks. There it is. Oh, brutal. What a good opener from our opponent. What a good opener for them. Now they're just going to hold priority forever on the Wind Robber on a completely unrelated decision. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Block sack. Yep. Foretell this, I don't know if that's correct or not. Soaring Thought Thief. Man. Opponent has just had the nuts. What a lucky guy. No, thank you. That is gonna be a no from me, dog. So we want to top deck an untapped land here. Not an untapped land. No, I'll take it. I will take it. I do this, they can enter the story. I can't counter it. But if I... Sure. Hit an untapped land, I can, Alrund's Epiphany. They've got to have a Drown in the Lock or something here, right? They've got to. There's no way they don't. Just no way they don't. Ruin Quab. Okay. Doesn't block the flyer. Pardon me. Bloodchief's Thirst. Counter it. Alright, and we should just win now, right? I mean, we got a couple ways to do it. Yep. So we could activate Faceless Haven and just attack for lethal, or we could attack and then play the Alrund's Epiphany. Do I want Cinderclasm? Probably not. And Disdainful Stroke should definitely become a negate. Definitely. Cool, let's try like this. I mean, there's only one spell in their deck that costs 4 or more. And negate hits it. Opponent's taking a mulligan, you love to see it. So I can get a little bit of ramp here if I want to from ditching the Opus. And try to get the turn 3 Dwagon. It's an option I have. I can also Fire Prophecy tuck it. And I may well be holding up Prophecy because I really need to hit a land. But I will stomp here. Just because this hits a greater range of things. But yeah, missing land drops is a good way to lose. Especially against rogues. Oh, brutal. Oh, worst case scenario, I ditch my treasure. There's a land. Nice. I'm not going to just slam Galazeth into open mana though. Yeah, I'm also not in a rush to slam the Borrower if it means sacking my treasure. Just be patient here. I'm not really under a lot of pressure. Found another land, excellent. So I can cast this and I still have Mystical Dispute held up. I think I'd rather try and flash in Borrower in their end step at this point though. Bottom, love to see it. Think about it, think about it. I think we just let them counter that and we try to resolve Galazeth. Fight over him instead. That's 2 counter spells out of their hand, which is nice. Hey, the book. Okay. I mean, I obviously would have much preferred to have the book and draw some cards, but is what it is, I guess. Have no power over that. Okay, yep. Wow. Just a handful of counter spells over there. Just nothing but counter spells. Mind you, I don't have a counter for an Into the Story here, which kind of sucks. But at this rate, I might just beat them to death with Galley Z. So I want to do this now. So they can't slap a land down. Negate. Sure. So many counter spells over there. Okay. So many counter spells. It's literally all they've had other than this. And I'm pretty sure they top decked the crab. I mean, why would they not have played it earlier? It costs 1 and they now have no lands. And there's the Ox. So many counter spells. They really needed that Enforcer to live. Okay, they scoop. My MTGA assistant knew that before my arena client did. Although I don't know why assistant is showing that that reduced my win rate. Up against Alphabet Soup, also on rogues. I go first. Risky keep, definitely, but here we are. It's got to be rogues, especially with these sleeves. Yes, we found the land. Beautiful. Obviously not going to iterate yet. Maybe I should have foretold Epiphany. Yeah, I definitely should have. But we are going to stomp this. And we're going to actually just develop the giant while the board is clear. Force them to react to us. Sure. It's still been a 2-for-1 and got a couple of life out of him. We can do this with our Mystical Dispute backup now. Although with how many lands we've drawn, there is a chance we don't hit a land here. We're going to counter this just so that we don't lose the old tempo on spending our whole turn. Frostbite into our hand. Mountain into the library. Passage into exile. And we'll leave this blank so they don't know if we're holding up a Mystical Dispute or not. Quab, sure. We can shoot that down. Pardon me. Tone would have been nice. Bye, crab. Very nice. Very nice. So we're going to foretell like this. Maybe I should have foretold the Epiphany. Maybe. Okay. We can shoot that down again. Actually, I'm going to counter this. Yes, so if they have another counter here, we've still got, we can Epiphany next turn. Okay, looks like they don't. We really need this to resolve, though. If they counter this, I probably scoop. Yeah. Because now they're free to Loris and get stuff back, and I've got nothing in my hand. No. Gravel share. Take the play again, of course. Hand's not amazing, but sure, let's keep it. Oh, they've got something. It's the passage. So we can flash in a borrower at their end step if they don't give us anything else to respond to. Sure. Oops. There's a small chance this comes in relevant if they play something I want to cast Fire Prophecy on, and then I need to hold up my 2 counters. But otherwise we just borrow her again. Wind Rubber, sure. No more dispute. Please, no more dispute. Or have the dispute and then let me top deck and untap land. No land for us. That's a bit sad. We will tuck a dragon. It's not a land, but I saw it coming still pretty nice. Keep our opponent under a little bit of pressure here. We can't really protect our borrower right now, which is sad, but... Oh, that's just delicious. You love to see it. Foretell this. That felt good. That's what it's like. That's what it's like for us playing against you, buddy. I mean, I can't talk, I play rogues, but... Our opponent's hand must be a hot mess. Just a hot mess. So, I mean, they pretty much have to play Loris here. And we counter it, and then even if they fight the Loris, even if they fight the counter spell, it doesn't matter because they can't bring back anything exciting anyway. Sure. Unless they have another land. Another untapped blue land. Ah, the Wind Robber. I forgot about him. That's okay. See what our draw is. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good draw, isn't it? And we draw the Frostbite. Love it. Absolutely love it. Get out of here, Wind Robber. Get out of here. No one likes you. No one invited you to this party. Good game. Okay. Damn, I was really hoping that was game 3 and we just won. I forgot we lost the first match. I think we just keep like this. That was so satisfying though. That was so satisfying. Even if we lose this next round, I'm going to claim the moral victory. Oh, it felt good. Give yourself a pat on the back at home as well. Call your dad. Tell him he raised a great man. It's not great, but I guess we can keep it. Double Fire Prophecy. Sexy. Get rid of some of these lands. Sure. Still, this is a much better stomp target than a Fire Prophecy target. That's sort of lazy playing. Like, if you know you're up against a Bone Crusher Giant deck, you maybe ought to reconsider just throwing your 1-drops into it. Similarly, I don't want to just throw Bone Crusher Giant or Maze Mind Tome into a probable counterspell. Let our opponent worry about filling our yard and whatnot. So I can play Tome and still have Prophecy held up here. Which is fine. If this gets countered, even if I had had a counter spell, I wouldn't have spent it to protect this anyway. Do I want to do this now? I mean, I think so. They can't drown in the lock. They could negate. I think I can afford to tuck one of these. Hitting a stump is nice. I probably will scry, try to find a counterspell. Sure. Way too slow. Sure. Sure. Wind rubber. Interesting choice. Probably so they can counter this. Yep. It's something. And I will tuck the island at this point. Flashing Borrower at end step. Dang. Brutal. That's what I wanted a counterspell for. But I mean, that's something, right? Yep. I mean, we knew they had that. Hello. Mystical Dispute, nice. And if not, we can draw a card off the tome. That was very good for us. That was very good for us. It's not quite an Into the Story, but Into the Story doesn't put a 5/3 onto the battlefield either. Ooh, Savage. Good game, buddy. Bye-bye. It was so close.